Mm. Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Why am I so dramatic? Like, just help me understand. Well, if you're new here, my name is Candy and I recently started making videos on YouTube, and I make videos pretty much about God, my life, and whatever the Holy Spirit lays on my heart to make videos on. And yeah, welcome to the channel. And every Monday, if you're new here or you've been here before and you have no idea this is something that is happening on the channel, we have Bible study Mondays, and currently we are going through the book of James together, and it's been amazing. It's been wonderful. I've been getting a whole lot of, just what people are learning from it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to Bible study Mondays. I know I missed one Monday, which was technical difficulties. Have mercy on me. But yeah, but that's not why we're here today. Actually, I have a message from someone so special to me. I have a message from my boyfriend who's here to tell you this.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, what he said. I mean, he didn't mean to sound that harsh, but hey, it is what it is. I'll take it for what it is. And yeah, why are we here today? Today we're going to be talking about expectations. Let me take a minute to talk about how dangerous expectation is, and just how expectations keep us in a circle of hurt, but most especially just dying to expectations. Because yeah, I think it's really important that we die to expectations. If there's one class that I have consistently with all, I don't even want to say unashamedly, because I mean, it's not a good thing to continuously repeat a class, but I've repeated the class of dying to expectations so many times in my walk with God. So many times I have had to die to expectations, but somehow it's almost as if it's a reflex action. You don't even know that you're doing it, but you're expecting something from someone. And until something happens, you realize, oh, I was actually expecting this person to do this. I was actually expecting this person to show up for me. I was actually expecting this person to be better. I was actually expecting this person to be... But here is the thing. What I want us to learn today about expectations is that we can give people grace, because people are not God. We cannot expect people to be perfect. And because we cannot expect people to be perfect, because we ourselves, we are not perfect, we can give people grace to be imperfect. We can give people grace to make mistakes. We can give people grace to be people. And on the other hand of things, we can actually take all these expectations that we are laying on people as if they are God, and actually place it on God himself, who really does want us to expect from him and is capable of fulfilling our expectations and not disappointing us. So let's take it from people and place it on God. One of the saddest things I've learned about expectations is the fact that we expect so much from people, but then when we come to God, we expect so little. Like, have you ever caught yourself praying, but you're not expecting an answer? Don't act like you've not done that before. Or don't act like... I know to some people it's kind of new that God answers prayers. Like, literally, you're praying and you're expecting God to talk to you. Yeah, it is a real thing. Just in case you've never experienced that, it's a real thing, and that's what prayer is. It's communication. We should be praying and expecting to hear from God, expecting to get an answer to our prayers. But a lot of times we come to God and we just talk and not expect a response, or we just talk and be like, okay, we've already told him what we have to say, and we're waiting for him to act on what we've said, but we are not actually waiting for instructions, waiting to listen. The point I'm trying to make is, there's a very important part of prayer that we always forget, which is waiting. When you go to pray, when you just go to pray, whenever you're praying, expect to hear from God. And maybe just sitting there quietly, not saying anything, and just staying there, waiting for him to say something. It may be using, I don't even know how to explain staying in the spirit or being in the spirit. My battery is low. Or being in the spirit in a way that you could hear from God. I don't know how to explain it. If you know how to explain it, somebody please comment down below and help everyone else. But here's the thing. We go to God and we do not expect anything, but we come to people and we expect people to be better. The truth about it is, people are imperfect. People are not God, and people will always disappoint us. The other thing about expectations is we expect from the wrong people. So This is something that I learned that really, 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 really changed my life and saved me from a lot of hurt and disappointment. Here is the thing. A lot of times we just categorize people under people, or we categorize people under friends, but friends is such a broad word. It is so broad and it comes with so many different things. I mean, this word friend, I feel like at this point we should replace it with something else, just so we can be able to categorize or put things in right perspective. So before, it could, for me, everybody was a friend, or I knew there was something that exists like acquaintances, but I didn't really quite to get to, or even have, it was just a word to me, until when I learned that I can mentally or actually accept people for who they are in my life. It changed me. Because hey, if I, like, there are people you just know, there are people that are your acquaintances, there are people that are your close friends, and there are people that are like your intimate friends, like intimate best friends, people that are in your circle, very few people. So, and there are people that are just co-workers, social friends, or people that you just meet in church, and all of those different things. So some of us are out here expecting best friend duties from acquaintances, or expecting close friend duties from our co-workers, who are just people that we meet at work, and that's about it. That's where the relationship ends. But if we just choose to understand our places in people's life, and also know the roles that different people place in our life, you are going to save yourself a lot of hurt. When we like actually know people's places in our lives, and we know the roles that they play, and I think that this thing is just automatic. I think it's not something that needs to be really, really defined. Like my close friends, the people that I talk to, or the people, they know themselves. I don't have to define it to them. I don't have to tell them like, okay, you are my person. They know that they are my person because of the way our relationship is. So, and it's like the point I'm trying to make overall is, stop taking best friend expectations, or intimate friends expectations, or close friend expectations, or boyfriend husband expectations, and putting it on people you just know or people you just met, and vice versa. Just know your place in people's lives, and also understand that everybody has a part to play in your life, and nobody's got over you. The other part of it is like, even the people that have, or these are our intimate friends, or these people that, you know, we talk to, or we expect them to be there. Like, the sad you know, one of the things I don't like about expectation is that it's just reflex. It just comes. Like, truth is, we shouldn't even be expecting anything from anybody. We really should not be expecting anything from anybody. But I get it. It's hard. Like I said, I failed that class so many times. It just happens. You're going to expect people to be there for you when you're down. You're going to expect people to care for you. You're going to expect people to love you. You're going to expect certain things from people. But again, it depends on the relationship you have with these people. But what I was trying to say is, even from the people that we love and care about, and we spend our most time with, or the people that we expect to give us advice, or the people that we know that are going to be there for us, we have to be gracious enough to know that they are humans and they have a potential to fail us. So eventually, when they fail us, when they disappoint us, not only that you're not hurt, but then you can easily forgive them again, because they are humans. We cannot always live up to the high standard of God that a lot of us would think that people should be in our lives. No, nobody can take the place of God in our lives, pretty much. So we can be gracious enough to these people to know that, or to give them enough grace to know that sometimes they're going to fail. Sometimes their own lives can get crazy and they forget. Sometimes people are just selfish. And it is what it is. We can be gracious enough to forgive people when they don't really show up for us, when we expect them to show up for us. We can really just be gracious for it. But it will save us a lot more time, energy, and hurt if we just don't expect anything from people. But I tell you that it is hard. I know that. So I'm not just going to go there, because trust me, the last time I was told to die to expectation in my relationship, yeah, I still haven't died. So I'm still struggling in that area, because I don't understand how God expects me to be with somebody for the rest of my life, but then expect absolutely nothing for the person. I mean, I get the part that he wants me to trust him and lean on him and let him be the only source of my reference, like trusting him to take care of me in everything and not the person. But I mean, How do I wake up every morning to somebody and not even expect to hear a good morning? Like, come on. But the truth is that I think a lot of times what God is trying to teach me, and what I believe that He teaches us through expecting from Him and Him alone, is just trusting God, but also taking off that thing that we place on people to make them gods. Because honestly, a lot of people have made humans God just out of their expectations, just out of the things that they're expecting from people. But if we're all honest with ourselves, yeah, only God can. Only God. So we can move that expectation, the heavy weight of expectations that we're placing on people, and we can actually place it on God, who really wants us to expect from Him. I mean, He really does want us to expect from Him. He wants us to be dependent on Him for everything and trust Him to take care of us regardless of what people around us are doing. This is why we show love to people, not the way they deserve to be loved, not the way they have shown us love, but the way God has shown us love. This is why we forgive people, not because they deserve to be forgiven, but because God has forgiven us and He says we should forgive. This is why we do these things, and I think this is why it's hard, because I mean, how do I let go of the hurt? But I can tell you this, we can trust God to take care of us. The times that I let go and just pass the test of expectations, I realized that if I'm really not expecting anything from someone, I have taken away the power of that person. I've taken back the power that I gave that person to disappoint or hurt me. Expecting from someone is like giving them power to disappoint you or hurt you or make you happy. But if I take back that power, I do not expect anything from them. So now, whatever thing you do to hurt or disappoint me doesn't really disappoint or hurt me. Why? Because I wasn't expecting you to be anything more or less. Like, if I'm not expecting you to call me and you do not call me, it is what it is. You did not call. And I wasn't even expecting. I probably will not even notice. If I'm not expecting you to show up for me and you never show up, I probably will not even notice that you've not shown up. Why? Because I wasn't expecting you to be there. I can pick up my phone and call you if I want to check on you, or if it drops in my spirit to call or check on you, and that's it. And it's such a better way of living life. I tell you this. Learning this has helped save me a lot in relationships. And I tell you this because I have suffered from a broken relationship, like friendship over expectations. Like I've lost the friendship over expectations, and just because expectation is not good. It really is not, regardless of how much we expect or how little we want to expect. It's just not good. If we can learn to not expect anything, that's really gonna be great. And the truth is, when it comes to friendship, I think I've succeeded in dying to expectation, and I've passed the final exams with that. Because when it comes to people, friendships, I really don't expect I don't think, no. But the part that I'm struggling with right now is dying to expectation to my to-be husband. How do I do that, God? How do I do that? If we all just die to expectation, I think life is going to be so much better. We're going to love people even more, because there'll be no reason to, in fact, because that's how grudges also come about, right? When you're expecting somebody to show up for you or not show up for you, or do something, or they disappoint you, and then you start holding grudges against them. Yeah, this thing is not really good. It really is not. So moral of the story is, stop expecting from people, die to expectations, and only look to God to be there for you. And yeah, just let God love on you. Yeah, that's it for today. And until next time, you guys go on and have a good day. And don't forget, we have Bible study Mondays on Monday. We have Bible study Mondays on Monday. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification buttons. And thank you for all those that are subscribing. I thank God for all those. And what's even more great is the fact that people are actually interacting. Like, I actually get people either reaching out to me, mostly on Instagram, from just the videos and stuff, and I really do appreciate it, and I thank God. So hey, stay watching and be blessed. May God just bless you.
If you don't subscribe, I will beat you.
Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye bye.